Hey dudes, instead of constantly replying to everyone asking what I think about GT Goku and stuff, why don't I just make a video to keep my channel active, whatever, blah 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 blah, right? So what do I think about GT Goku? First of all, for people saying not another Goku, it doesn't bother me. I mean, this is like when it's almost kind of stupid because I mean, it's like, dude, you're playing Dragon Ball. You're watching Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is about Goku. Inevitably, there are going to be a lot of Gokus, dude. Like, just whatever. Um, Personally, GT Goku, I don't mind. I know I didn't get Jiren and Videl because they don't fucking interest me. So I have no plans of ever getting them. But I would get GT Goku. I don't really care that it's Kid Goku, but whatever, dude. I mean, personally, I actually think that GT Goku is kind of aesthetically pleasing. I kind of like the blue and the yellow gi, and even the end of Dragon Ball Z, the blue gi with the gray pants. I thought was pretty. I think it's aesthetically pleasing. I think, whatever the case, it kind of looks like he's just, kind of an excuse to have Kid Goku. Kind of like remember when they made around Dragon Ball GT when it came out, and there's that movie around Dragon Ball GT, which was kind of like a ghetto retelling of Dragon Ball in some areas. And it was just basically Goku, but in the GT costume. That's what it kind of feels like. But they're going to give him a super where he can turn into Super Saiyan. Or if there's people that are not on his team, he turns into Super Saiyan 3 and has a spirit bomb. So that's the kind of GT part of it. And I know some people were saying they don't think he's going to have a Super Saiyan 4 install. Personally, how about this? I think Super Saiyan 4 looks fucking retarded, but it deserves to be in the game. So it should be, right? So I think it's actually kind of plausible that they might do it install for it because why else would you fucking say in the article, wait next month to see what his secret super is? Like, why would you waste that if it's just a regular level 3? Why would you tell your viewers or your readers wait a whole month for this one super move? So I would think it's got to be install. Otherwise, it's fucking retarded. Like you made me wait a month just to see him. Maybe he turns into Super Saiyan 4 for a super. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Goku. I would hope at least, right? I think it's going to be a Super Saiyan 4 install. And I don't think it would be that hard to do because what the fuck are they going to do, right? I mean, they already have Goku, blue Goku, yellow Goku, right? So it'll probably just be that, but he'll be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Maybe he'll have like a red laser beam for the Kamehameha, and he'll have like a Dragon Fist as the other super, right? But then maybe he'll have like a couple of other ghetto moves. I don't know, but I'm guessing it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku because why else would they fucking waste telling the readers to wait a month? It makes no fucking sense to me. Like, why would you dick tease someone that? Why would you make it seem like that big of a deal? Unless it's going to be something so ridiculous as they're going to start having DLC supers. I mean, everything else is DLCs nowadays, right? Maybe they're gonna have DLC supers. Hey, you want to do a Transform super? Pay the $5 for the DLC. You want Vegito to have regular hands on his final Kamehameha? You want him to have a regular electricity beam on the fucking blue, not a mustard swirl? You want him to actually have some like more laser sword stuff? Pay $5 for the DLC move list. Where it's only a matter of time. I can definitely see that kind of shit would probably happen. Otherwise, besides Kid Goku, what the fuck do I think? I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be a video of him soon, so this is probably too early to even be putting out. But I'm going to be in Japan, so I'm not going to be around. Maybe even when he comes out, who knows, right? But it looked like did I read that wrong? And he's not going to have a regular key blast. His key blast is either going to be that reverse Kamehameha or the power pole. So I don't know what the reverse Kamehameha does. There's not a lot to go off of. Maybe you press the button and he shoots the laser beam or fireball behind him and he charges the guy, and then the fireball follows him up, and then that can hit the guy. So that would be like a lot of ghetto setups, I would assume, right? And that would almost seem, kind of like a very unique way to do the key blast. So I think that would be a kind of cool thing. And it also looked like there was a picture of him doing one of the power pole moves, and it actually looks like it's causing a smash effect. So who knows? Maybe it's going to be like Vegito's key, blaster key button can cause a smash effect, right, with the lightsaber. So maybe he's going to have some weird power pole combos like that. They cause a smash. They give you weird combos. Maybe we'll be to do some mix-ups off it. He jumps off it. Who knows, right? Maybe some weird kind of ghetto setups with the reverse. I don't know. Wasn't a lot to go off of, but something different. You know what I mean? I'm fine with Kid Goku. Doesn't bother me. Um, Personally, I just wish that costume was actually a regular costume, just for adult Goku, because I think it's aesthetically pleasing. Like I said, for other DLC stuff, I really hope that doesn't mean there's only one more character, because I feel like, to be honest, I think characters like fucking Omega Shenron deserve to be in the game too. I don't care about Omega Shenron, but he fucking deserves to be in the game. I think a character like that fused girl deserves to be in the game. K-Flo, what's her fucking name? I don't care about her. I think she's stupid, but she deserves to be in the game. I think characters like Janemba deserve to be in the game. But, I'm sure they're just going to have to pick one out of a handful of characters that deserve to be in it if there really is only six, right? I would like to see Janemba because I think he's the most unique of them. And I've talked about it before. If you've ever seen that fucking, there was the second version of the arcade game that had Janemba in it that came out so many years ago. And Janemba's key blast in that, I think, is he just puts a portal out, and if someone shoots a fireball at him, the fireball shoot back at the guy. That there's just a thing you could already do. The game already has this key blast mechanic, whatever the fuck it's called, right? So maybe his key, he puts out a portal, and if someone shoots a fireball at him, they automatically shoots back at the guy. I mean, I don't know. I think Janemba would be an interesting character to do, right? So that's who I would hope. If there really is only one more spot, I would hope Janemba gets in it. Do I think he's going to be in it? I mean, honestly speaking, I think that the fused girl is more important to the series, even though I think she's fucking retarded. But so that makes me think they would go with her. But who the fuck knows? I don't know, dude. Whatever. All right. I'll hope for Janemba, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Besides that, I've said this before. I'm fine with Gogeta and Brawly. I would probably get them. I think for Gogeta, I think it kind of sucks because I would kind of prefer Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I think almost, but I think that would have been a more interesting way to do a Super Saiyan 4 character, but of course it's going to be blue. So I think it almost sucks for the Gogeta fans because the game only has so many moves you're giving characters, right? So again, hopefully they patch the game down the line and they give characters more moves to spice the thing up, to spice the game up, right? But if you just look at the idea that characters only have so many moves now, look at all of Gogeta's kind of like canon lure moves that he has. He has like Rainbow Ball. I mean, well, fuck, dude. In this fucking Brawly movie, his fucking finishing move is a regular Kamehameha. How fucking retarded is that? I don't know how the fuck they dropped the ball on that. I don't know why they didn't do a Big Bang Kamehameha, but who knows? Maybe he won't even have a Big Bang Kamehameha in the game. That would fucking suck, right? But I mean, it's possible, right? Because there's only so many moves they give characters in the game anyway, since characters are so simple, right? So, I mean, look at all the moves he has. He has like Rainbow Ball, Kamehameha, Kamehameha, or Big Bang Kamehameha. He has that teleport Rainbow Punch. He has the fucking is it called the Stardust Fall? He does in this new movie. It's actually a cameo move. He has fucking what's it called? He has that big Nova Strike thing he does against Brawley. He like kind of like kicks him in the air and then he like shakes all over and then boom, atomic bomb, right? What is that, like 6 or 7 moves? And what about other moves? He has like, God, do you guys remember that game when he had fucking Roly Blanca balls? That fucking terrible ultimate battle, fuck my shit. He has a lot of moves technically that he's done in different things and whatever, flip kicks. So I'm just thinking, I think it's possible he's going to be missing a move, I think. I'm going to be interested to see if they give him all of his canon lure moves. Because you know what? Unless they're going to be patching the game and adding in more moves for characters, which I hope they do, he could potentially be missing some moves. So I think that's going to suck for the Gogeta fans, potentially, right? So anyway, I'm down with getting him, though. Yeah, so, and Brawly's weird because I think it's kind of lame to have two Brawlies, but again, objectively speaking, he should be in the game because he's important to the series now because he's a canon version of Brawly. So I think that kind of sucks for Brawly though because Brawly doesn't have a lot of canon moves. You know what I mean? Like what other moves? I hope they do something cool with them because even the Brawly that they have now, he's used most of his moves, right? And Brawly in the movie is generally just Brawly and other things, right? I mean, I guess he has Fireball Breath that he didn't use before. But generally speaking, he's kind of similar to what Brawley has done before. So hopefully they spice him up. But there's not like a lot of like a whole list of new moves to make a completely different character. Like he hasn't had that many moves when he's showed up before, so I don't know, a bit iffy on that, but hopefully they make him fun. I'm down for getting him. I'm down for Brawly, whatever. But besides that, yeah. So I know some people are complaining that I do too many Vegito videos, but I told you guys it's kind of funny because remember when the game first came out and people are like, "Oh, I know you play this game all the time, blah 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 blah. How are you finding all this crap, blah blah." And it's like, dude, I didn't have to play the game to find it. I posted the stuff that was going to be in the beta without even playing it. I knew how the game was going to work, so I just made these videos, right? Because I'm waiting for Vegito, because he's like basically the only reason I got the game other than to prove you losers wrong, dude, right? You know what I mean? That were complaining the whole time. Then people got mad. They're like, "Oh, we know you must be playing the game all the time. You love it, but you're trying to say you don't." Whatever. It's like, dude, I'm just waiting for Vegito. And then now that Vegito has come out, now I'm more focused on Vegito because I really wasn't going to play the game. Besides that, and now people are mad that I'm mostly doing Vegito. So once again, the community put a quarter in its ass and played itself. I was telling the truth. I mean, what do you want me to do? So I don't know. I would love to do other stuff, dude, right? I'd love to make my $5 off YouTube, but how much stuff is there to do in the game? Everything is, I pretty much showed most of the, the foundation of the game. What do you want me to do, dude? So hopefully they patch the game. Hopefully there's more interesting stuff to do. But, generally speaking, I only play video games randomly. So if I'm not like mentally stimulated to play the game, I don't want to force myself to play a video game, so. But yeah, so I'll get Kid Goku though, hopefully. I'm around when he comes out. Brawly, Gogeta, and then I don't know who the last person is going to be, but you know, um, if it's Janemba, I'd probably get him. I don't think I would get Fused Girl. I'd have to be really bored to get Fused Girl. Omega Shenron, I don't know. Maybe I would get him just for something weird. I don't know. Who else could it be? I guess I'm sure Raditz could be in it, or maybe they put in those other two androids, or whoever the fuck, or even Mage and Vegeta. Who knows? I guess they could do him. I don't know, but excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, as usual, if you watch my videos, thanks for watching my videos for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Blah 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 blah. I appreciate the support. But I don't want to do videos just to do them. That's kind of boring. I don't make enough money off YouTube to do that. You know. So if there's something cool to do, I would like to do it, dude. Anyway, so yeah, I'm guessing it's a Super Saiyan 4 install because otherwise it's a huge ball drop, I think, to waste someone's time to tell you to wait next month to look at a regular super move. Hopefully it's not DLC supers because that would really suck, right? But who knows? Anyway, the end.